How are you? Okay, I'm gonna try and be super quick here because there's a lot of things to talk about and I don't want this to be an hour long. This is a tag that I was tagged by Jade from Jade Reads. It's called A to Z book tag. I will link her channel and the original channel if I can find it down below. And yeah, without further ado, let's just... A is for authors you have read the most book from. I think it has to be Harry Potter because I haven't finished any other series properly. Well, Game of Thrones, but that's not finished. So, George R. Martin and J.K. Rowling. Those two. Yeah. B is best sequel ever. I mean, do I even have to say it? Come on! C is for currently reading, and at this point in time I am still reading A Dark Shade of Magic for my book in a jar. D is drink of choice while reading water. While reading water. Drink of choice when reading. That's maybe a little bit boring, but water. And this is a tumbler that I got from LitJoyCrate, and it says come to the dark side, we have books, and I love it. Love it. E is for e-reader or physical book. Physical book. If I cannot stare at the screen more than I already do, then I try not to. So that's the reason for that. F is for fictional character you probably would have actually dated in high school. And I was thinking about it and I think it must be one of the Weasley twins because they're just so fun. I would date them now if I was, you know, if they were older. But anyway, I said Fred Weasley. I don't really know why. I always was more attractive to Fred than George. Don't know why. There's no reason whatsoever. G is for glad you gave this book a chance. I'm really glad I gave the We Are Legion, We Are Bob book a chance because I haven't actually heard many things, or I haven't heard about it anywhere really, and I stumbled across it on Audible and I'm just really glad I gave it a go because it's fun. It's fun and funny. And also, you know, interesting, not just fun and funny. H is for hidden gem book, and that has to be The Lightning Struck Hard. I'm gonna speak about this book forever in every single tag and with everyone who's gonna listen to me because people need to either listen or read this book because it's hilarious and it's just the funniest book you will ever read if you're not a joke police. I is important moment in your reading life. I think a very important moment in my reading life was actually creating a YouTube account for, you know, Bookstagram, because, not Bookstagram, well, Bookstagram too, but Booktube, that's the word. Thank you, brain. Got there eventually. Yeah, that, because I had a huge part of my life where I wasn't reading anymore, and then I started this as a means to get back to reading, and well, what'd you know, it worked. So that was an important bit. J is just finished. I have sort of just finished, like not really, like half a month ago, but I have not been reading much this month, sort of, but not really recently, but sort of recently finished Ink with this gorgeous cover, and it's a gorgeous book and I really liked it. K is for kinds of books you won't read. Now this is like sort of a weird one because I feel like I'm not gonna say no to any kind of book because it all depends on the actual book, not like the genre or whatever. But I feel like, you know, a safe answer is the books that teach you to read, you know, for wee kids, because I mean I could, but I feel like I'm okay in that department. L is for longest book you've read, and that has to be my Sherlock edition or the Name of the Wind, because the Name of the Wind I think is like pushing on 1,000 pages on like paperback. M is for major book hangover because of, again, this one, and that's like one of those like book hangovers because it was so good, not because, you know, it was so meh. Because it wasn't. That it wasn't. N is for number of bookcases you own. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Yes, that is the number of the bookshelves that I have, 2. O is for one book that you've read multiple times, and that has to be all of the books in the Harry Potter series because I've read that like a shameful amount of times, but like I'm proud of it, so whatever. P is for preferred place to read, and that could be either my sofa or my beanbag. Q is for a quote that inspires you. Nope, I'm a skip this one. R is for reading regret. I don't actually regret anything that I've read really, because at that point of time that was okay, you know, like I don't have anything that like, oh, I really wish I didn't read that. S is for series you've started and it needs to still finish, and that's for series that have all the books out already. I don't know, like there are a lot of series that I've started, well not a lot, but there are some series that I've started and I need to finish, but they don't have all of the books out yet. I suppose I started Mortal Instruments, So does that have all the books out? Because if yes, then that. T is for 3 all-time favorite books. Again, this one, how many times can I show this? Like, this could be a drinking game. Every time G shows you this book, you drink. You'd be like wasted by now. The Name of the Wind, of course. And as of recently, The Night Circus, because I adore this book, but obviously Harry Potter as well, but I feel like I should mix it up a bit. Harry Potter has like its own category, just in general. U is unapologetic fangirl of, again, Harry Potter and Take a Shot. V is very excited about this release more than for other releases, and of course, ACOWAR for that one. W is for worst bookish habit. Don't really have like a lot of bad bookish habits, and I suppose it could be bad, but not really. Buying more books even though you have a lot of books that you haven't read on your shelf, but I want to have them. I want to have my own library. There's nothing wrong with that, so I don't know. Don't really have a lot of bad habits. Maybe not lending my books to others, but that's because I never bloody get them back. Even this is not the original book that I read because I gave it to a friend and never saw it again, which is painful. So X is for X marks the spot. Start at the top left and pick the 27th book. Well, that happened to be Frostlight Night, another series that I love the covers. I haven't started the series and I really want to. Y is your latest purchase. I purchased a bunch of books at the same time, so I'll just suggest to go to my flash haul, which I uploaded recently. It's very short, so you can check that out. And Z is for Z Snatched Book. Oh, that kept you awake, alright. Not much can come between me and my sleep, but I think one book that I did sort of like delayed sleep for didn't stay awake for the whole night. Like, are you kidding me? I love my sleep. That was Everything by Nicola Yoon, because it was just so light and like fluffy and just easy to read, and sometimes those are the ones that are hard to put down because they don't require much effort, and you feel accomplished by turning the page and page after page, and you know, I'm sure you know what I mean. I don't know who to tag in this tag, so if you're watching this and you want to do this tag, do this tag, because it's honestly really fun. Let me know if you enjoyed watching this, give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you very soon. Bye!